Hey, what's up guys, it's Moonfyye here, and today I'm going to be playing some Final Fantasy 16. Previously on Final Fantasy 16, we had just recently discovered that Clive can become Ifrit, and because of this discovery, Clive is now extremely guilty because he thinks everything that had happened at the castle is all his fault. He believes he is responsible for everything that had happened. He thinks he's responsible for Joshua's death and many others, hence why he feels extremely guilty at this current moment. The previous mission that Clive and Sid were doing was they were searching for Gav. Gav was still under the impression that Clive was searching for the dominant, hence why he was on a wild goose chase for the dominant. While Gav was searching for the dominant, he ended up getting chased by a bunch of Imperial soldiers, and he landed himself in a lot of trouble. Clive ended up fighting Gav first, and he tried his best to fight off all the Imperial soldiers. However, he quickly became outnumbered, and this is when Sid came to the rescue and helped us out. Clive and Sid ended up fighting a dragoon and a wyvern, which ended up being a distraction as Gav was being chased down by some Imperial soldiers. These Imperial soldiers made Gav jump off a cliff. Sid, Clive, and Torgal all saw this happen, so they became enraged. They ended up killing the rest of the Imperial soldiers that made Gav jump off the cliff. Once they finished killing off the Imperial soldiers, they saw Gav hanging off a branch. Clive went to go rescue Gav, but he soon became traumatized by his past events and Joshua's voice haunting him. He realized he didn't want to make the same mistake twice and saved Gav, so he reached out his arm and grabbed Gav's arm and rescued him. After a quick patch up, Sid, Clive, and Torgal all talked to Gav about the dominant's whereabouts. He ended up telling Clive and Sid and Torgal where the dominant was heading next, and the dominant was heading out to Rosaria. Clive was extremely guilty at this point because he still believed that he was the dominant, and he felt like he led Gav onto a wild goose chase that would have led him to his death. As the guilt was eating Clive up alive, Sid could see that Clive was extremely down, so Sid had reminded Clive of the oath he had taken, which was to find out who the dominant was, and to also avenge his brother's death. Now this next bit is what ended up changing the story significantly from a viewer's perspective, so Clive does not know this, but we as an audience do. We ended up finding that the dominant is a familiar face, and that familiar face belongs to Joshua. Anyways, Clive ends up heading back to the hideaway, and while he's at the hideaway, he is told that Jill is finally awake, and she is healed from all of her injuries. Clive and Jill end up having a reconnecting moment here. Jill briefly speaks about her past and what had happened, although nothing too extensive, so we don't necessarily know every single detail about Jill's past. Clive also speaks about his guilt to some degree as well, but again, nothing too extensive. Eventually, Clive leaves the room so that Jill can change her clothes and join the adventure with us, as both Jill and Clive embark to go to Rosaria. So yeah, that's roughly about it for the recap. Let's go ahead and continue on with the story. Okay, so I gotta tell you guys something. Last time I played this, I thought I was like maybe halfway done with the game. Yeah, I was sorely mistaken. Apparently, I'm only 26% of the way done with this game. As you can see, I played this game for 8 hours, and I only have 26 minutes of completion for this game for the main quest. It's gonna take a bit before we are done with this game, which also I like to mention. I think since we are only 26% of the way done, I might start uploading Final Fantasy 16 twice a week. I just don't know when I would be uploading it twice a week. I know Wednesday will be for sure a Final Fantasy 16 upload, but I don't know what other time of the week would be appropriate to basically upload this. I'll be brainstorming when I want to do that, but yeah, let's go ahead and continue on with the story. The current main quest we are doing at the moment is called Homecoming, and we are back at the castle. Well, technically not yet, but we are making our way there. I really love the environments in this game. I think they did a wonderful job, and everything is so pretty. Except for whatever that thing is. I mentioned this earlier. What is that? Will it attack me? Let's go. It will attack me. I don't know. Should we attack it? Is it worth it? I don't know. Might give us some good XP. These are some enemies here too. Want to kill these guys for the XP, and then hopefully also attack this thing. I feel bad because it's not like a bad enemy. It's just basically a giant loaf. Oh, Torgal! This thing is evil. I thought this thing was like a casual loaf, but no, not anymore. It hurt Torgal. Nothing's allowed to hurt Torgal. Okay, giant cow is down. I repeat, giant cow is down. I hope this thing gives good XP. That's my biggest hope because I want to get as much XP as I can before our next boss fight. Like I had mentioned, I like having a level advantage against my enemies. It's just better that way. Oh my god, what is it doing? Oh my goodness. Okay, it's gone. That was awkward. Oh, I just activated another battle on accident. What is that? Ew. Oh, hey, there was a sparkly thingy here and I almost missed it. Let's get it.
Hello there.
Oh my god. Ew. These yucky things just came out of the water. Well, I guess I have to kind of avoid water now because then they will just pop out of nowhere. So we are almost done with this and then I can pick up the sparkly. Where is the sparkly? Did I already pick it up? I don't know. Okay, so this water isn't even that deep, and yet those yucky things managed to come out of that? I refuse to believe that. Oh, so this thing survived somehow. Alright, it's dead. Let's continue. I want all the sparkly stuffs and things. There's some more sparkly stuff up ahead, but it looks like there's more of those scorpions as well. Alrighty. Oh, there's more over here. I can never catch a break with these things. Oh wait, no, it's dead. Never mind. I was kidding. I was just testing you. Bet you didn't see that coming. Seriously, these environments are so gorgeous. Like, holy cow. They're so pretty to look at and I love it.
They never finished.
Oops. He was doing some dialogue. I was gonna do some ability stuffs. Alright, what can we get? I want this one. I really like that attack. I currently don't have enough ability points for this one, but I think I'll do this one next.
Building the bridge then.
After what happened at Phoenix Gate, it didn't seem the highest priority.
Is this a side quest?
Oi! Stop and give me an hand.
Why? Can't you say please? Do you have
Here,
manners?
You couldn't give me an hand, could you? Typical. A bloody bearer. And just when I thought my luck had changed.
He's mean.
Still,
I don't like this
better
guy.
a crumb of crystal than an empty hand, I suppose. Though it pains me to use another man's branded. Here, you understand me, don't you? I need your help. These blasted birds must have caught a whiff of my cargo, and now they've got me surrounded. And it was very late as it was. I've got something special needs delivering before the rest, but I dare not leave my cart untended. You couldn't run it up to Martha's Rest for me, could you? Needs to get there quick, mind.
Yeah, no, we're not doing this, especially since the person was so mean.
Only take orders from your master, do you?
Yikes.
Fair enough.
So rude. I hope the chocobos take whatever this guy has in here. Honestly, I do like helping people in games, like the NPCs, but if they're mean, I don't like helping them. They don't deserve it. Okie dokie. That is done and over with. Bye-bye, meanie pants. What are these things? These look so ugly. Hey, but they led me to a sparkly. Okay, I changed my mind. They're kind of cute. Look at their face. Oh, they're evil! I don't think I was supposed to touch it. Like, I think they got mad that I touched the little antelope. I guess that's what they're called. But yeah, I was like, oh, they're so cute. And then they attacked me, and I didn't like that. No, I did not. Yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of Imperials up ahead. Kind of worried about what's to come. Ooh, stuffs and things. I want stuffs and things. I am distracted. BRB. Okay, so I made my way back here. I ended up fighting a bunch of ads that were on the right and the left. I also ended up fighting some stairs. However, I wasn't sure if that was going to go ahead and progress the main story, so I didn't go up the stairs. I basically just made my way back here after fighting a bunch of ads. And yeah, so let's go ahead and continue on. I don't know what's going to happen next. Oh. Oh?
That's one of our branded.
He's not one of ours. Look, he's with his master.
They're confused about us. Okay. Our existence makes no sense to them. I kind of wish I went up the stairs now. I guess it didn't matter after all. Those are the stairs that I was talking about. I guess it was just another way to come up to here without having to go all the way around there and yada yada yada. I basically went the long way, I guess. Let's go ahead and pass through these stairs. 10 out of 10 says there's a cutscene coming up after we talk to someone up here.
Martha is as friendly as Gav claims.
Let's go and find out.
Why that startled me? I guess there's no cutscene, but we are here now. This place is pretty. I want to explore this town. There's like so much here, and it's actually really weird to be back here again. Doesn't seem like it'd be anything too crazy from the looks of it, but yeah, let's go to Martha and see what she wants. All right, who's ready for a cutscene? No cutscene yet.
Good, honest work building that aqueduct.
Here's the cutscene.
Excuse me. Would you happen to be the landlady?
Depends who's asking, and why they have an Imperial bearer with them.
For protection, which hopefully won't be needed. If you can advise me on the safest route to the west.
It's your friend here I'd be worried about. Bearers don't have an easy time of it in Rose area. Even a Stratton lad like him might attract the wrong kind of attention. And if he gets nabbed, it ain't likely to end well for you either.
Then we'll just have to stay out of the malicious way. Gav said you might be able to help us.
Follow me. Sorry for before. Can't be too wary of strangers asking questions in our game. I'm Martha, an old friend of Sid's. He said he had high hopes for a bearer who joined recently. I expect that's you. So, where is it you're headed?
For Phoenix Gate. We have questions that need answering.
Is that so? Well, if you want to avoid the garrison, the road through Eastpool's your best bet. Or it would be, if the bridge hadn't collapsed. A right bloomin' nuisance it is. We've had no trade with the village for weeks. I did ask our carpenter to take a look at it. But he went out on another job, and he hasn't come back.
Do you think something might have happened to him?
Fingers crossed he's just taking his time. The alternative don't bear thinking about.
We'll find him. And make sure he's safe. We both need that bridge repaired. Your carpenter sounds like the man to do it.
I see why Sid's got such a soft spot for you. If you could, I'd be in your debt.
You said that he went out on a job?
Right. He went down into the marshes to check on another bridge. The one by the Fallen Gate.
The marshes were dangerous at the best of times. We should hurry.
There's a ladder to the side of the gate. That's the quickest way down, if you've a head for heights. His name is Bernard. Should you find him well, tell him Martha sent you, and that he's wanted at the bridge to Eastpool.
So I guess this is kind of like a mini side quest, but in contribution to like the main quest. I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. Oops, sorry Torgal. But let's go ahead and leave. I was weirdly expecting someone to wait for us that wanted to attack us or have a ward with us. It's kind of strange that there's really not that much exploration in this game. Like, I was kind of hoping for more, especially in this area.
Here's the gate.
But it doesn't seem like there's really that much. Alright, so I have to go down this ladder, which is actually the ladder that I was gonna go on earlier. So, I guess that's good that I found this.
Get away from me!
What was that?
It came from under the bridge. Come on.
Someone's being attacked. Is it that guy? Oh yeah, there he is. Well, we gotta get rid of these things. Alrighty, there we go. I think we're gonna have a cutscene coming up soon after this.
Thank you, my lady. You saved my life.
Not at all. You're Bernard the carpenter, yes?
I am. I didn't realize my name was known so widely.
I'm a friend of Martha's. She asked us to come and find you.
Well, I'm very grateful for it. I just finished checking these piles when I turn round. I see a gang of slavering monsters looking to feast on my flesh. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd have been snipped into strips by now.
We're just glad you're safe.
I best go and give my regards to the landlady then, eh?
Actually, she asked that if we found you, we should beg you make haste to repair the bridge to Eastpool.
Of course. I said I'd take a look at it, but it clean slipped my mind. I'll head up there straight away. The trusses are still sturdy. It's just a matter of replacing the stringers and relining the deck. I'll have it done in no time.
Thank you, Bernard. We were hoping to take the road to Eastpool ourselves. We're very grateful for your help. And sorry for asking this of you after what you've been through.
I owe you my life. Fixing a bridge is the least I can do. Thank you, my lady. And you too, son. You're with Sid, ain't ya? Me and him, we go way back. Not as far as Martha, mind, but far enough.
I see.
Well, I best get cracking then. You go and let Martha know I'm all right, and she'll have her bridge back soon enough.
We will.
Okay, so he's gonna be fixing up the bridge, but how can he fix the bridge if he's nowhere, to be seen?
Don't worry, I've had a lot of practice fixing these things.
He was hidden. Let's go back to Martha though. I hope we're almost done with
bridge
this
will be
miscellaneous
fixed
stuff.
when
Okie dokie. Here's Martha. Let's go ahead and talk to her.
Ah, you're back. What happened? Did you find Bernard?
We did. He's fine, and he'll have the bridge to Eastpool repaired soon.
Well, thank the founder for that.
It was lucky we found him when we did. The creatures out there are not to be trifled with.
It's the Blight's fault. They'd nothing to eat in the north, so they come down here hunting for food. He can't keep going out alone. I'll have to arrange a guard for him. But anyway, thank you. I don't have a lot to offer in return, but you're welcome to rest here until the repairs are finished.
We'd be delighted.
Can I get you a drink or anything while you wait? Flagon of Imperial Gold, perhaps? Tastes like swill, but it'll slake a thirst.
No, thank you. I prefer the truth. About why there are so few bearers around here.
Yes. There were more of them when we were young. Far more.
Is this the Empire's doing? Have they been sent away?
They have, aye. Either to the Legions or Oriflamme. Seems the miners at Drake's Head are having a hard time keeping up with demand of late, so the bearers make up the shortfall. Time was they used to dole out crystals like sugar plums even down here in the provinces, but not anymore. Nowadays, they'll jump at any excuse to confiscate our bearers so they can be put to work elsewhere. I always knew the Empire treated their branded like shit, but after seeing it with my own eyes, well...
Ah, Thea! Congratulations on the new arrival. And you got the little laddie with you?
It was a bearer. The boy I carried for 9 long moons. A bloody bearer.
Oh, you poor thing. You gave it to the constables then?
Just left it at the garrison, I. Let them deal with it. Couldn't wait to be rid of the blasted thing. Been wanting it gone since the moment I found out.
Well, it's all dealt with now. So no harm done, eh?
Mum, he weren't my brother, was he?
No. But you'll have one soon enough. You just have to be patient. All right?
All right.
Unbelievable, innit? Bearers may have been looked down on back in Archduke Elwin's day, but they were still human beings. Now they've fallen so far, a beggar wouldn't spit on them. Since you're not drinking, do me a favour and take that to the Abbey. There's a darkness at the heart of this world, and I'd have you see it.
And we'll see it at an abbey.
Glademond Abbey, on the shore of Sorrowise Bay. The abbot there is a friend. Tell him Martha sent you, and he'll show you what I mean.
Understood.
More side quests. I feel like I have had an abundance of side quests. Between last time and this time, there seems to be a lot of them. Alright, how do we get there? I guess I have to go down the ladder to that place. I'm trying to make sure I know where to go beforehand. Otherwise, I might get lost in the process. So how do I get there? I don't know. But it will be quite a bit before I can get there. I may or may not have gone the wrong way. I probably should have checked up top first if there was another way to go instead of just jumping to go down here first. I'm gonna go ahead and go straight up here, and maybe there's a way to go down that will lead me to the quest location. Holy NPC dialogue. Oh yeah, okay. I kind of just did not see this.
I knew that children were tested, that a bearer's fate was decided at birth.
And assumed it was best for all concerned. I know. But for a child to be blamed, to be hated by its parents through no fault of its own.
We knew nothing of what it meant to be born that way, did we?
No.
I really want to take that chocobo, but I can't, and ew. Oh, okay, it's a crab. I thought it was a beetle. I was really hoping to have a chocobo to like transport faster around the map instead of having to run everywhere. But I guess we don't have one or can't get one at least yet. Okie dokie, those are gone. What is that? Kinda looks like an armadillo. Okay, is that like a turtle? Oh yeah, it's a turtle. Okay, well I want my sparkly first. Oh my god! Oh my god! I didn't know we were playing Mario Kart. Oh my goodness, this thing is just spinning. Oof. This thing's gonna be a pain to fight, I can already tell. At least I was able to temporarily stagger it before it goes into a full stagger. Yeah, this thing hurts a lot. I don't like this thing. The only attack point is the head, and I can't attack its legs or tail, and so it has a greater opportunity of hurting me. I'm just basically fire blasting it until it goes back into a stagger because it's just like, it's doing that. I can't get close to it. Unless if I take a lot of damage, which I don't want to waste my potions on it. I already wasted a high potion because of this thing. Its stagger meter goes up so fast. I don't like that. But it's almost dead and it's gone. Only 20 experience points for that? That is not good. Not good for how annoying that was. Oh god. Once again, we meet our worst enemy. This darn turtle. Wait, but if you ignore it...
No holding back.
I got too close. I thought if you basically were to avoid it, you can basically avoid it. And I didn't avoid it good enough, so now we have to fight this thing. Okay, so this thing is almost dead, and it's gone. Nice. I honestly hate those things because they're so annoying to fight. And on top of that, I have a slight hand cramp from basically attacking it so much. There seems to be some wild chocobos to our right. Over there, but I want to see what's over here. There's another wild chocobo. I really want to be able to get a chocobo because I feel like this place really, you can benefit from it. Mostly because it's just such an open area and like, honestly, it's a pain in the butt to run around everywhere. What is this blue one? Bluebird? What do you mean bluebird? Are you friendly? You are not friendly! Why is nothing friendly here? Even the other chocobos are evil? Why would they be evil? I want to basically have these as a pet. I'm sorry, Chocobo. I never thought it would have to come to this. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Why would they make me kill the Chocobo? I don't like that. Alright, I want my sparkly stuff, and I think I'm gonna ignore these ads that are coming up here. There's too many of them, and I'm getting tired of fighting every single thing. Can we be friends? Will you attack me? Oh, what if I boop you? Oh! If I boop it! That's when it attacks me. Oh my gosh. I didn't expect it to attack me just because I booped it. I don't understand why there's no way to basically tame the chocobos. Also, I think this is the first Final Fantasy game that I've seen where you can kill a chocobo. Oh god.
Let's go and see.
We're avoiding that. Our quest destination is nearby, so let's go ahead and continue. I think there's a cutscene coming up. Yes, there is.
Good day to you. I'm afraid the Abbey is not open for public prayer. May Griga go with you?
We came to offer a donation. From Martha.
I see. Then please, follow me.
I don't want to die. Please, Father. Something for the pain. I beg you.
The light. It fades. I don't want to die alone.
It's all right. I'm here.
Who are these people?
Martha's bearers. She entrusted them to my care, that I might ease their suffering. To the extent that I can, for the time they have left.
The curse has taken them. All of them.
As it does every bearer forced to use their gift. With each draw on the ether, their bodies petrify, till all that remains is stone and pain, and so they are cast aside. There is nothing either Martha or I can do to change that, but we can at least strive to make their final hours a little more bearable. Have faith, my son, for you shall rise again and find the happiness denied you in this life.
Thank you, Father.
I must offer you my own thanks for the medicine you so kindly brought. Now their final moments may be moments of peace. When next you see Martha, pray tell her that 2 more have succumbed.
We should get back to Martha's Rest.
Yes, we should.
That was honestly really rough to watch. Wow.
Thank you for bringing us the physic.
You're welcome. I didn't even care to hear the rest of what she had to say. But yeah, that's honestly really sad that they basically turned to stone. Does that mean that Clive will also turn to stone in the future? Some interesting things to think about. I would fight those things, but like, honestly, I don't really care to fight any more enemies at this moment. I'm tired of it. There's too many ads in this area, and it just gets very tiresome very quickly.
It's over. Don't let them get away.
Alright, I finished fighting those ads, and I also leveled up. And now we are going back to Martha, and hopefully no more nonsense. I don't want to do any more errands, please. I'm just tired of it. I also need to check if the merchant sells any high potions, as the giant tortoise basically stole 2 of my high potions from me because he basically almost killed me twice. Alrighty, let's see if he sells. He does! Yay, okay, I can buy some high potions. And now I go to Martha.
Ah, you're back. Thanks for taking care of that.
The abbot had a message for you. 2 more have succumbed.
I see. Come upstairs. So, now you know, eh?
I've seen plenty of bearers die on the battlefield. But never like that.
And all because they were born different. The powers that be can't take away their gift, so they strip them of their humanity instead. Oh, there's plenty who pity a bearer's plight. But so long as we're content to sit around, weeping for those on whose broken backs we're carried, we ain't gonna change nothing.
And so you lend Sid your strength?
What little of it I have. Used profits from this place to buy the poor buggers.
So when the abbot told us the bearers were yours...
Aye, they're my property, at least by law. Any still fit to work fetch a price beyond my means. All I can do is care for those who are past mending. But it's not all doom and gloom. Bernard's finished fixing that bridge for you. You can carry on to Eastpool now. You got questions that need answering, ain't you? Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you, Martha.
Oh, I almost forgot. Sid and I have other friends in Rosaria. Wear this and they'll know you for one of us. And know that you will always be welcome here. You were right, Sid. It really is them. Lord Rosfield and Lady Warwick have come back to us. And long may they stay.
It was good, honest work building the aqueduct.
Sid.
Ah, Clive. You're not where I left you.
Hurt your hand.
I did, aye. With 1,000 little lightning bolts. Can't fling them around the way I used to. Think of it as my decoration for long service and exemplary misconduct. But you didn't come here to compare war wounds.
We didn't.
Thank you, Sid. For everything.
If you want to leave, that's your lookout. I'm sure you'll have a long and happy life together if you stay out of my way.
Sid!
Oh. I knew a girl, back in the day. She was a slave to her fate, just like you. I wanted to save her. For a while, I even thought I could. But just because you think something doesn't make it true.
Sid.
I'm no savior. Just a conceited old fool. I talk about people forging their own futures. But instead of handing them the hammer, I beat them with my own. And if no bugger wants to listen to what you've got to say, you might as well keep your gob shut. But Clive, I will say this. You're not a monster. You're the same man you've always been. Accept that, and you may yet escape your fate.
My fate?
Look, lad, you've had a hard life. And I don't see it getting much easier. You might not be able to save anyone else, but at the very least, you can save yourself.
I'll try.
And Jill. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk, but I trust you'll take good care of the boy.
Yes, I will.
Is that the last of it?
Aye.
We'd best head back then. Wouldn't want to keep Nan waiting. Ta-ra then.
The chicken is just walking by and is not caring about anyone in its surrounding. Look at it go. What a fancy chicken. Okay, so if I'm being honest, I thought we were actually going up to the castle today and I was super excited about it. Turns out we're not actually going to the castle. Also, this thing kind of looks like Vivi. I don't know if you guys know what Vivi looks like, but I'll pop a picture up on the screen. And the scarecrow basically just looks like Vivi. It even has like a similar hat. I think that was intentional. It's supposed to be like a little Easter egg. But yeah, like I was saying, I thought we were actually going up to the castle today and I was super excited and looking forward to it. Turns out we didn't end up going to the castle at all today. We ended up in this cute little town and we have to go to Eastpool next, which I wonder if we'll be getting close to the castle soon. I'm trying to see what it looks like from a distance. Okay, so it's like a bridge area. I don't know. It's gonna be quite a ways to get there. I don't think we're gonna be at the castle anytime soon. But yeah, I had a lot of fun playing Final Fantasy 16 today. I feel like today's video is definitely a lot more laid back in terms of like the story and stuff. It feels like a lot more backstory was being established and nothing really too significant really happened. I feel like the most I did today was fight a bunch of ads and almost died to a giant turtle twice. And also get attacked by wild chocobos, which is also still very disappointing that we don't have a chocobo actually. Nonetheless, I still had fun playing Final Fantasy 16. This is a really fun game to me. It's super laid back and casual, and even if it feels like nothing really happened, I feel like it establishes a lot for the story still, through the cutscenes at least. But anyways, I am gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, night, or evening. Take it easy and peace. Bye!